Oh, all right. All right, I think we are live, and good day, everyone. Good day out there in La La Land. This is Leo Gilling on the Leo Gilling live show, featuring Oracabessa and Boscobel Link Up today, as we started the Oracabessa Link Up a few weeks ago, and it's been very, very, very successful, and we're happy, very, very happy to be able to bring Oracabessa to you on social media. I am happy to do that. I am happy to bring people to us who have lived in the areas in and around Oracabessa, Boscobel, Stewarttown, Mango Valley, all of these places, Fellowship Hall, Free Hill, Racecourse, Galena, anywhere close to Oracabessa. We're happy to be able to bring each and everybody live. As long as you're willing to come on and speak, we are willing to bring you live to this place. So here today with me, a very special lady. And when I say special, I mean this is someone who I went to school with at what is now called Oracabessa High School. And let me just make sure that the view is correctly. Yes, we're on the right view. We went to Oracabessa High School, then junior secondary school back in the 70s. And Patti has been a friend. She became super popular between grade 9 and grade 11, because me don't remember her in grade 7 and grade 8, but me know some remember her in grade 9 and 10 and 11, because you could not see her. Okay, that's the kind of person Patti is or was in high school. You see her, you know her. She has a killer smile. She has a killer personality, and let me tell you, everybody knew her. Today, I am happy to bring Patti. We called her Mornel in school. Her name is Mornel DaCosta. Am I right, Patti?
Yeah, you are. Good day, everyone.
So hold on there, Patti. I put this into perspective, because we know say you come from Boscobel area, but people like to know exactly which part of Boscobel you born and grow. Which part of Boscobel you live?
You call down this in our Breakfast Gap.
Breakfast Gap?
Yeah, you know where Campbellon is.
Yes.
There's a street right beside Campbellon that takes you right into my house.
Is that right? But that's which part Raymond Watson live to?
Yes, in that same street.
A Breakfast Gap then call it, sir?
Yes.
Oh, me never hear that. Me know Salgot, me know Tamarind Tree, me know Stewarttown. Me never hear about Breakfast Gap yet.
Yeah. Then I just Christopher Columbus and go eat roast breadfruit and sit there. That's why they call it so.
Everybody have their own story to regal. Breakfast Gap. All right. So people, if you don't know which part, Campbell's Land, right in front of Blue Haven guest house. Remember, what are the man name again?
Mr. Morris.
Mr. Morris, Lord of mercy, from your little boy, Mr. Morris, in that little guest house they call Blue Haven, right in front of Blue Haven. And then Playboy used to rent one little villa across the street from Mr. Morris there, where they put all of the guys them were working in the hotel who come from way out of town. Them live right there, so right? You remember that little spot there, right?
Yeah.
Oh my God, a Breakfast Gap. Listen, I have to remember that the place there. So which primary school you went to?
Oracabessa Primary.
You went to Oracabessa Primary?
A lot of them. I used to attend Boscobel.
Hold on, man. Hold on, Patti. You went to Oracabessa Primary?
Yeah.
No, but I went to Oracabessa Primary. I never remember you there, so.
Yeah, you never. Because you were a trouble little youth.
Yes, I was. Me did fat.
But I used to just be a one-away soldier from a beginning of time.
Ah.
So because we get farm out and grow a little taller.
What I mean farm out? What do you mean by farm out?
I start growing feathers in places I didn't have them.
Okay, I see.
So I was very noticeable.
Okay. Okay, I see. Boy, let me tell you, when you reach a grade 9, everybody see you. But, because I don't remember you, I do not remember you at primary school, and I'm very good at the people at primary school. Unless you so when secondary school opened up, you went to secondary school that first day at grade 7?
Yes.
Oh my God.
I started Oracabessa at grade 7 and left there in grade 11.
Yeah, I do remember. I just can't recall you coming from Boscobel at all. That's just. Anybody remember? Anybody? One of my friend them. Here goes. There's a lady, Mitchell Barnes. Good day to you, everyone. Sonia May, Barbara Keys. Good afternoon, Leo. Sonia May, it's glad to see her. Sonia May said, anybody named Sonia May?
I know. Listen, I know everybody remember me.
Yeah.
But because of the leak in my head.
Oh, so okay, we're gonna talk about that.
And the shift in the brain. I remember your face, but
okay.
I can't place your name. I can't remember where I know you from. But we are all out here.
Okay, all right. All right. Somebody wrote to me today and said, her brother and I were good friends. Which brother is that? She said that your brother played tennis.
That is Norman.
Norman.
Yeah.
And they call Norman Presley.
Yeah.
Presley. Because I remember him at junior secondary school playing tennis. I remember how good a tennis player he was. And
he represented Jamaica.
He was representing Jamaica?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So how did your brother die? Because I know that he died.
It's complicated.
Okay. All right. We'll take it there. We'll take that there. All right. But then I know that I remember when he died, but I don't remember the circumstances. But we don't have to take it there. We know, Patti, that you have had your challenges, right? Growing up, I remember our friendship. I remember there was a friend of mine named Claude, how close you and Claude were. And I mean, yeah, but then, when I moved to America, the only thing I heard of that there was an accident that very traumatic, very life-changing accident. You want to talk about that a little bit? What do you remember? Prior, everybody says you were a tennis player, big time tennis player, and then you got into an accident. Tell us a little bit about, what was your life like before the accident first?
I was like on a journey to somewhere.
A what?
Like I was on a journey to somewhere.
Okay.
I was upbeat, up and running, doing things, getting myself organized, getting myself together. I was deciding to start a new school.
Oh,
I had applied.
Okay.
I had applied and gotten back results, but it never get off the ground because the accident came at the same time.
What kind of school was that?
I wanted to do interior decorations.
Okay, I see. Okay, and
interior designs.
Okay, so you were going to start a school for people to attend this interior decorating. You were in that business?
I was going to start attending this school.
Oh, you were going to start attending school. Okay, I see. I got you. I misunderstood that. Okay, got you. All right. And then I see Navi Dennis. She says, hi guys, I see Patti always. I am building a house near her home. Okay. That's Navi Dennis saying that.
Right.
Yeah. All right. And then you were building a life, and then and things were going well for you.
Just got torn apart like that.
So tell us about what happened in the accident. What was the accident about?
Well, you know, we went to a stage show in Kingston. But as we get there and started getting comfortable, as a fight started and we decided to leave. But the guy driving the car, he was tired. They didn't like how I drive for a woman. They said I'm too aggressive on the road, so they wouldn't give the car to me. So we take it home, but we didn't get home.
Where did the accident take place? Where did the accident occur?
Duns River.
And where?
In Duns River. We
Duns
were coming
River.
from Kingston. We were going to St. Anne's Bay to get uniform for the boys that were in the car. There were 2 boys in the car going to work at 9 o'clock in the morning. I was due in at 12.
Okay.
So we were going to get their uniform. I was going home with the car to come back to work at 12.
Okay.
That just didn't happen.
Where were you working?
San Souci.
At San Souci. Okay. Okay. And the accident took place at what really happened? Did you remember what happened? How did the accident occur?
I don't remember because I was out for 3.5 weeks. But I got flashbacks of it.
What are the flashbacks?
It's like I seen what happened from my flashback. Before we get to the bridge in Duns River, just before you turn that corner to get to that bridge, I remember lying back on the seat, resting my head on the seat, and I don't remember anything after that.
Okay. Oh my. So that bridge is still there, right?
Yeah, it is.
And
the water runs through to go down to the river.
Right. That's where they call what they call that place again?
Duns River Falls.
I thought it was so it's a bridge at Duns River Falls.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought it was Roaring River, but it's really out the bridge that goes over the falls that goes into the. Okay, I see. Oh, it's right there.
Yes.
Okay.
Just
Okay.
take yourself off the bridge, and on the edge of that precipice there.
Yeah. Oh my.
So it was just an almond tree that prevented us from going over.
Wow. Okay. So how many people were in the car?
4 of us.
4. Two.
My older sister and 2 co-workers of mine.
Oh, so your older sister was there too, and
Yes.
two men who are co-workers.
Yes.
And they were going to St. Anne to get their uniform. Okay. And so what happened to them, the other people in the car?
They got injuries, but not as devastating as I did. I was the only one who get that terrible.
Okay, so nobody died.
No, I was the only one. But I'm here now.
Okay. So when you say you were out for 3 weeks, you were in a coma?
Yeah, for 3.5 weeks.
Oh, okay.
But the nurse told me one time that I died. They were there. I was like, they were losing me and the doctors were working and they couldn't revive me. So they would put me one side for preparation for the morgue. But the nurse told me that when she went out at the bus stop, she grabbed her bag and run. Because when she come to prepare me for the morgue, she see the sheet of shake. So she said she run to the bus stop. But when she get there, it's like she couldn't get in the ride and she started reasoning with herself, saying that, not up you can brave stuff. So you know something, I better turn back, go see what go on, you know. But when she came back, my head moving from side to side, that was shaking the sheet, frightened her to run away.
Oh, wow.
The doctors again, called them back down and said that I'm alive. And that happened 2 times after that.
Okay.
Because I can remember when I did the first operation when I was awake. It lasted for 12 hours and my head had face.
Okay.
And when someone came and wake me up, a co-worker of mine, because she wouldn't leave me. And she wake me up. She was standing beside the bed and she was waking me up. I was on my side. And she was saying, your operation is now over. And I'm asking her where I was. And she said, you're in the recovery room. But at that time, I could see her from her head to her toe. It's like I was standing beside her at the side of the bed.
Okay.
When I wake up again, I was in the ICU.
Okay.
But I didn't really wake up. It's like my daddy used to tell me, there's a man inside that house. You see my mouth moving, you see me moving my hands, you hear me talking.
Yes.
You heard word sounds, but you're not seeing anyone.
Mm.
There's a man inside that house. But I went into ICU to learn that he was right. Because the spirit came out of the body and was looking down on the body and the man.
So you were able to use, you're saying that you were seeing her in full, but you were lying down, but you said, but in essence, you couldn't have seen her entire body unless you had taken a step outside of your body spiritually.
Exactly. I couldn't see because there were two nurses in that place that day. And I couldn't see their flesh. It's that there were shadows standing there and no reflection.
All right. So what is it that they were operating on? What happened while they operated?
I had my head burst from one ear to the next.
Burst? You say broke?
Crack.
Open.
From one ear to the next. And then all I hear was smashed up and lift off from here. So you could live here to look in.
Oh boy.
So they sliced through here to fix in ear. There's a piece of pin from here to here. There's a piece of bone missing from here. And then here was split in two, like that.
Yeah.
So they had to sew the teeth in the gum and then put braces here, put a wire between these two bones. They're still there now, and two-piece ear. And they had to take a rib to make a nasal bridge. And I lost one of the eye.
You lost an eye?
I couldn't get to the theater on emergency because they didn't know what to do. They told me when I came around that they didn't know what to do because I wasn't going to make it. They didn't know how I make it because they didn't do anything for me. The doctor said they patched me up and they put me down. They didn't do anything. They don't know how I live. I was not supposed to be alive. But there was a God after all at the time. And still is.
Mm-hmm. So do you?
I gave birth to those two kids.
Yeah, you have two kids as a result after that.
After that.
And then do you know who your surgeon was or is? Is he still?
I don't know if they're still around, but I don't want to know. There's just one girl that I want to know and a few nurses. There's this lady, one of them that works on my head and my face, Andrea.
What's her name?
Andrea. I don't remember her last name.
Andrea. And which hospital was this? Which hospital was this?
Kingston Public.
Kingston Public. Okay, so there's an Andrea who was a nurse.
No, she was a doctor.
Oh, she was a doctor.
But she got married and left for England.
Ah, okay. I see.
There are a few nurses there that would remember me.
Okay. Do you?
Like Nurse Kay for one, and Nurse White.
Nurse White.
And Nurse Kay.
And Nurse Kelly. Are they still? Okay. Are they still? Are you in touch with those nurses?
No, I haven't because at the time I had the first operation on my head. Then there was another one on my hip. And the professionals didn't do the job. So they left me unbalanced right now. And in pain. Because they left me with the trainees. They couldn't give the chief an update on the operation at my bedside with the 17 trainees. Two professionals.
Oh, so they were using trainees. Okay.
I was left at the mercy of the trainees who had an idea of what to do, but professionally did not know what to do.
I'm curious, how did you get from St. Anne to Kingston Public?
When I was on the job at San Susie. When Mr. Parrish get to the gate, everybody was on the road. That is the food and beverage manager. Because nobody turned up for work. They stood at the gate because they heard of the accident. So everybody was on the road. So he started getting them busy to get a chopper to take me into Kingston.
Oh.
So that's how I get there.
Okay, I see. So you must have been at St. Anne's Bay Hospital, just lying there. I
get there early in the morning because when I get to Kingston Public, they told me that I get there about some minutes to 8 or a little bit after 8. But the doctors didn't pay attention to me until way in the evening, minutes to 6, 7, 8 o'clock, because they said I wasn't going to make it. So they had me thrown out one side until the boys came and started creating a riot.
The boys. What boys?
My co-workers.
Oh, okay.
The boys at the hotel, they took all the cars from the hotel, all the management car, everybody's car, and they get into Kingston. One whole truckload of people from the workplace. And they came into Kingston. And when they came there, I wasn't being attended to, not yet.
Okay.
So they started behaving badly. Plus they were drunk. So can you imagine drunk people?
In the hospital.
At that moment.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe God was there. That's the only possible answer I can come up with.
So do you pass this bridge sometimes, Patti, and what goes through your mind?
Some things you learn to live with. Some things you learn to live down. And you got to be brave. Because I drive past this bridge. I drive myself past that bridge again. I don't let it stop me from pushing forward. Because if it wasn't for the mercy of the Most High, I wouldn't be here.
Okay.
So I don't want to fail all of that.
Okay.
So I try to keep strong.
And then what about the people that were in the car? Aside from your sister, I know your sister, you have a relationship with your sister, but who, the driver, or do you have a relationship?
The driver is living in Ocho. And the other guy, he was on the ship. I don't know anything more about him again. He used to come by to see me every now and again, but not recently. I haven't seen him for a while now.
Are you in touch with the driver? You guys have a relationship?
Every now and again, I see him. He used to call, but that's complicated.
And what about your sister?
My sister is living in New Jersey now.
Okay. And do they, when you guys meet, you talk about it at all? You and your sister?
My sister doesn't want to talk about it.
Okay.
She doesn't know how to live it down.
Okay.
She don't want to talk about it.
All right. So all right. So how long ago was this accident, by the way? What year was it?
1987.
It's a long time. Because I
26th March, and it happened in the July.
Okay. And then since 1987, how have you been able to kind of socialize? How has your social life been? Just after the accident, after you come out of the hospital and you start walking around, what was social life like? How different was it from before?
When I came out of hospital first, I started walking out on the street. There was a time when I was afraid to go out on the road because I couldn't balance myself. It's like I was unbalanced. And I'm walking down the street and it's like I'm drifting out in the road. But on the other hand, people started terrorizing me, giving me a certain name and hypocrites me and that kind of thing. But you have some other guys that say, no, that can't work. And so they took them off my case. And in that sense, now when I see that strength, I started learning how to balance myself going down the road. So I started ignoring, but it didn't stop me from going out, going to the party.
So you still went out?
Yeah.
And stuff.
I go to the party, I go to the hotel, I go for dinner, I go wherever I feel like. So I didn't need company at that time or before then to have fun. So I still go about my business on my own.
So was there a transition period, a period where because obviously, with all that was going on physically on your head with wires here, pins there and so forth, visibility. I'm sure that people would see and know what's going on. How did you feel, right, with having people look at you in a different way than what Patti was before? Did that affect you?
No, I wake up with a positive feeling, Mr. Gilling.
Mm-hmm.
When I open my eye, I wanted a mirror to look at me, to see what I look like.
Okay.
And when I opened my eye, I see that I was up, but the nurse told me I can't walk. I was ready to walk. I can't remember when I left hospital, and my mother said they bring a coaster bus for me. And the doctor said, no, she's not ready to go home yet. By this time, they bring a coaster bus to cut the seats and put a bed in there. I said, but what the heck? Anyway, they came back for me in a car. I wanted to drive me home.
Yes.
My mother wanted me in her arms to lie down and sleep. I wanted to drive me home. I am up. I am awake. I am alive. I wanted to drive me home. I wanted to start moving around again.
Okay. Okay. Oh, that's nice to
Not
hear.
even my difference of looks had anything to do with how I felt inside. I wanted to keep going.
Ah. Did you ever go back to your original goal of wanting to go back to school?
I thought about it sometimes, but I have more pressing issues right now. I now have kids. I never get to reap for them. And I'm now having grandkids. I still haven't gotten the chance to reap for them. So school is a myth right now.
Okay, so you didn't get a chance to go back. Okay, I got you. All right. Okay, so I am amazed at what you said you went through. That you are, you're standing and you're talking and you're being, just open about your life and stuff. This is an unusual type of situation because people, in Jamaica, people can be rough on you,
Yeah, people can be rough on you.
Yeah.
But it's the strength, that the mental strength that takes you where you where you make your next step.
Yes. Yes.
And you can't do it alone, Gilly.
Yes.
You gotta have the master with you, man. You can't do it alone. It's a hard task doing it all by yourself. And if you allow people to make you see yourself in a different light and a different way, you're gonna lock yourself away in a corner. I'm not ready for that yet. I'm not ready for the wheelbarrow.
Yeah.
I want to be pushing me along the way.
A lot of people, they don't see themselves going through this kind of stuff until it happens to them.
Yeah. And the younger, when you are young, you don't see next year or 10, 15 years ahead of you. But don't forget that along your way, you're going to have kids. You're going to want somebody to be there for you. I was young when I needed people. I wasn't at stage 2 yet, where I go back to baby stage. And what if you have to go back to baby stage and you don't live like you should? Who is going to stand there for you? Who is going to be there with you? We have to put all of these things into consideration. Not because we're up and running today and we are strong and healthy and young and we have our physicality about us. We have to remember the day when we look like the bed sitting there. And we need someone. You're going to need a glass of water. You can't get to it yourself. Who is going to do that for you? You're going to want to go to the shower. You can't get to it yourself.
Who was there for you, Patti, at that time?
I wish I had money when I left hospital. I'd have one of the biggest religious party you'd ever dream of. Because I was there in hospital and there were so many people I knew, people I didn't know, who reaches out just to give a hand as if there was an energy passing around. The nurses didn't want to help me because along with the doctors, they heard a lot of bad stories about me. But you have people who came there. I didn't get any physiotherapy in hospital, but my friends came by and gave me physiotherapy. And they didn't, in hospital, they didn't care if I get it or not. All they wanted to know, how they're gonna get paid.
Yeah. And when you left the hospital, you came home, reality hits, right?
That I couldn't walk for what I want.
Yeah. How long did that last? And who was there for you when you were home and you couldn't move and you couldn't get your own water and your own tea and your own food? Who was there?
Just like in the hospital, there were so many people. Leo, my mother didn't have to do much. There were cooked food, there were dry goods. People, my friends came to the house and they saw her cooking on the outside, on the stone. And the boys took up the gas pan without her knowledge and took it to St. Anne's, be full it and carry it back. And when the man carried it back, you know, there were so many people there. Everybody was there to give a hand of one kind or another, to help my mommy wash, to help her to bathe me, to help her to wash my hair, to help her clean the house. They bring on cooked food that she didn't have to go to the fire. They bring on groceries from the supermarket that she didn't have to go there. There were so many people. And all I was feeding on, because everybody makes sure, kong soup, fish tea, steamed fish, milk soup. I was blessed at the time, so very blessed. And I didn't realize at such a young age, you can be so very blessed.
1987, you were about 26, 27 at the time.
I just turned 26. I turned 26 in March. I had the accident in July of that same year. That's why I have 2 babies. I have to give thanks to the Most High for all his blessings.
You find that you still have people around you who really truly care, truly love and understand what you've been through, and you know, you have those people around you.
Yeah, because right now, if I should leave home, like I don't go out much anymore, but I will go to the 9-night and stuff. And if I go to the 9-night, sorry, and I can't get me a ride to come home and I decide to walk home, I can't do it. They're telling me, no, you can't go home yet, wait. Soon get your ride home. And they get me a ride home. Or somebody walk me home. Right now, I want to go to ocho. The coronavirus is high. And I don't like taking a taxi to ocho race because I have to move around and do stuff. But you have this taxi driver that I ask him to drop me down the road. When him go down the road and not stopping, him say, me no want nothing, I'm telling you, me I can't go right at ocho, and if it take me the whole day for wait for you, me I go sit down and him park up. Him not leaving.
What's his name?
Zanny.
Zanny.
His name is Mr. Jermaine Johnson.
Jermaine Johnson.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Not leaving. So there's still love out there, but it's in the quantity, not in the quality like we used to know it.
What, any regrets, Patti? Any regrets?
Not having 2 more kids.
And
not being able, I didn't have the money to have them, so I had to draw the break. And not being able to find me a standard for myself, a base. You know, not being able to put my life together like I wanted, or like I dreamed of it or planned it. But that's okay. I take nothing home.
Still have an opportunity to adopt, though.
Me?
Yes.
What do I need to adopt, sir? Adopt a child or 2? I still ain't got the pocket for it, I would, but I'm having grandkids now. So I guess I'm getting the other
Oh,
children.
so, all right. So you can use those as you can adopt those.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing right now.
Is your mom
I
go?
wanted 2 sons and two girls.
Okay.
Now I have 2 boys. I need another girl to make the 4.
Is your mom still alive?
Yeah, she's in America as well.
Oh, in New Jersey?
Yeah.
Ah, that's nice. And then you told me that you had another brother that died recently. When was that?
That's David.
David
He
DaCosta.
died last year, March,
Oh, okay.
a year ago. He had a pneumonia and the dengue, but he wouldn't listen. And then the doctors wouldn't help me either.
Okay. Okay. Boy, I wish you actually knew who you're. I'm jumping around, but because you mentioned the word doctor, I wish you knew who your surgeon and your doctors were. To keep in touch. And I Andrea, who was a surgeon there, and you said she moved to London. She moved to London. You said, right?
Yes.
And then if there's anyone who knows who the nurses were, I would really love to be able to be in contact with them, because that's they could tell a part of your story that you don't know, because
I don't know about that side. That side, like when I was out.
Yes. Okay, so can you tell us? All right, I'm gonna ask a weird question. Okay, you say you weren't out, and so we're not supposed to ask, but we'll ask anyway.
Yeah.
Most people said when they get close to death, they see things, and so did you have dreams while you were out?
No, you see, with me now, I used to be able to see things even before then, from I was about 8, 9 years old. And because they hid it away from me, that in hospital, they didn't tell me that they put me in ICU,
So you didn't know you were in ICU?
I found out because my spirit came out of my body and see all of that. What I can tell you from experience in that field, I came out of the body, it's like I was falling. I could hear them talking because the nurse at my head, who was dealing with a microwave and a jar, the microwave had some green lines on it running by, and the jar it had rings in it when it opens, and it sounded like shh. But when it closed, it came into one ring, and she was saying to the nurse at my feet, had a basin with some purple liquid. She was sousing the dead body. And I was rubbing my 2 heels together. So she was saying to her, see, she had fight to put her foot in the basin. I wasn't fighting to put my foot in the basin. I was falling and telling myself, if I fall, may I go splash out and dead. When I tried to find something for grab, but I couldn't find anything to hold on to. But they turned the basin, and one put my foot in the basin. I didn't remember anything after that.
Patti.
Ward. But you see what I can tell you?
Yes, you can.
The sun was so hot outside.
Yeah.
And it's like it was coming through like jealousy window. And like it was coming through wastewater pipe to you.
Yeah.
Like rays of sunshine coming in.
I remember that you
out of your body at that time.
Yes.
You just assess your surroundings.
Looking around, yes. You're just looking around and you're seeing everything.
But you can see the solids. You can't see the human flesh.
Yeah. Do you recall if you had your seatbelt on?
Them days when I wear no seatbelt, a bad boy business.
I just asking.
Rough ride and all of that. Take car and learn to drive like them boys. When I talk about no seatbelt. Nowadays, it's like a part of your life. You have to do it.
Mandatory, yes.
But everything in this life has its advantages and its disadvantages. You never know when one is going to do good from the next.
Do you drive, Patti?
Yes, I do.
You have your license?
Yes, I do.
Okay. So you're back to normal.
From me come out of hospital, I'm someone drive.
All right. So any particular learning that you have not expressed to me today? Any kind of learning that you have gained that you want to share with people? You know, you have a couple of minutes to share what it is that you always wanted to say to people, but you have not. And you don't have to be, listen, don't be shy about anything. You may not say that anymore. Okay, just say it like it is, okay?
As people, we need to remember we never and will never be an island on this island or no island. We need to remember that we have each other. We don't need a mirror to see ourselves, you know, because we have each other. And every time you look at another, you see yourself. You might not be as pretty, you might not be as ugly, but we still see ourselves in each other. So we need to know how to love, show love, and stop depending on the strength and the youth of our life. Remember, there is a day for each and every one, and we all need each other.
And it could happen, this could happen to anybody.
We are all drivers, we are all passengers. We need just to know that we need each other. We can't live without each other. And that is the reason some of us are here. Some of us are better than some, because we all need each other to balance the thing.
Do you know if your mom is...
Don't let anyone make you see yourself different from you see yourself. Nobody has that right to your life, that copyright.
That's yours.
To anyone's life. You are the only one who owns this copyright.
Right. I like that. I like that a lot. I want to say good day. Let me see if I can call some names and you can, you know, tell me. There's Joy McCrae watching, Veronica Powell, Garfield, Garfield Sheriff, Claudia Young,
Yes.
Melvin Pottinger,
Yes.
Kim Herman Quinland, Jennifer Williams, Paula Cummings, you know those people? Claudette,
I remember the names.
Claudette Silvera, Tat Lewis, yes, Tat Lewis,
yes.
Pearline Morton, Garfield Thompson, Sandra Sterling, Brad Wilson, Marvet Hines, Rattigan, Nettie Sims, Dirk McDonald.
Where are all of them? Yeah. I don't see them in a long, long time.
They're looking at you now. All right. One last thing.
Yeah.
You mentioned earlier in the show, you know, before we wrap up, that the fact that you had an accident did something to your mind, did something to your memory and all of that stuff. What was that?
They told me when I get the leg and the head got broken up, the brain shift. So they thought I was going to be a vegetable. But when I came out of hospital, I would remember your voice. But I don't know whose voice it is, but I know that voice. Your face is the same way. I remember your face. I can't remember where I know you from, but I know your face.
You remember me? You remember me, Patti?
But there are some people that stays distinctly in my mind. You're one of them I can't forget.
You were able to tell me some meat fat when I grew up. So yes, you're right. I mean that.
When you're primary school.
Primary school, yes. Well, I must tell you, this has been a pleasure. I mean, an absolute pleasure. And I would not have wanted it any other way. You are straightforward. You talk the thing, you talk up the thing the same way it's supposed to talk. And I am so happy to have had the chance to meet with you and talk with you. Your kids must be very proud of you. And take the how much grandkids you have again?
One. Let me call my son and my grandchild.
Call him round. Call him round.
Isaac come, they want to see you on camera.
Isaac, yes. Is that Jean-Pierre?
Jean-Pierre.
Oh, Jean-Pierre. Are you giving that the name there?
Yes, brother.
Lord have mercy. Jean-Pierre. Isaac, good morning. And who is this young? This is someone that look like you.
This is Isaac.
Okay, this is Isaac. Hi, Isaac.
Say good morning. Good morning.
And then Jean-Pierre above.
Yes.
So whose son is Isaac?
My daughter's.
The daughter, where is she?
She's on the road.
Oh, she's on the road. Okay, nice to meet you guys.
I send you a pic.
Eh?
I send you a pic.
Yeah, man, please do. Please do. Nice to meet you guys. And Patti, it was great. You must be a proud mom to have wonderful looking grandson and wonderful looking son. And I'm sure that your daughter is fine looking just like you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you too, sir, for having me. And thank all of you. Have a great day.
All right. Bye-bye now. Take care. Oh my God. This is Leo Gilling coming to you from the studios of the Leo Gilling Studio, Leo Gilling Media Group. And thank you so much for watching the show. We'll see you again soon. Bye-bye now.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.